I'm a long-haul trucker. An old-timer on the CB radio gave me 3 rules for dealing with the thing that runs alongside my truck at night. I drive a truck for a living. I'm not one of those guys with a tricked-out rig and a proud handle. I'm just a guy with a CDL and a mountain of debt, hauling cheap furniture from one soulless warehouse to another. My life is a series of lonely highways, greasy diner coffee, and the constant, hypnotic drone of a diesel engine. I've seen every corner of this country through the bug-spattered glass of my windshield. I thought I'd seen it all. I was wrong. This happened last night on that notoriously desolate stretch of I-80 that cuts through the salt flats of the state. It's a place that feels like the surface of the moon, flat, white, and empty for 100 miles in every direction. It's 3 a.m. The road is a straight black ribbon unwinding into a void, the only light coming from my own high beams and a brilliant, star-dusted sky. I'd been driving for 10 hours straight, pushing to make a deadline in Salt Lake City. My eyes were burning, my brain was a fuzzy, caffeine-addled mess. That's when I saw the flicker of movement. It was in the scrub desert to my right, at the very edge of my headlights' reach. My first thought was a coyote, or maybe a deer that had wandered too far from anything green. I kept my eyes on the road, but I was aware of it now. Then I saw it again. It was a tall, loping shape, moving with a terrifying, unnatural grace. It was keeping pace with my rig. I was doing a steady 65 miles per hour. My blood ran cold. I took my foot off the accelerator, the truck slowing to 60. The shape in the darkness slowed with me, its long, spindly legs pumping with an effortless, fluid motion. My heart started to hammer against my ribs. I pushed the accelerator down, the engine groaning as the truck climbed back to 70. It sped up too, staying perfectly parallel to my cab, a silent, dark greyhound in the night. I couldn't make out any details. Just its silhouette. It was vaguely humanoid, but too tall, too thin. Its arms were too long, its stride impossibly wide. It ran with a smooth, gliding motion, its feet seeming to barely touch the ground. This went on for 5 miles. An eternity, just the roar of my engine and the silent, impossible runner in the dark. My logical mind was scrambling for an explanation. An optical illusion, a strange reflection in my side window. But it was too consistent, too real. My hand, slick with a cold sweat, reached for the CB radio. It was an old habit, a holdover from a time before cell phones. Most of the time, the channels were just a hissing, static-filled void. But out here in the dead of night, sometimes you could find another lonely soul to talk to. I keyed the mic, my voice a shaky, hoarse whisper. Breaker 19, anyone got a copy out on I-80 eastbound about 100 miles west of the lake? The static hissed back at me. I was about to give up when a voice crackled through the speaker. It was an old, weary voice, gravelly from a lifetime of cigarettes and truck stop coffee. You got a copy, driver, what's your 20? I don't know, I stammered. I think I'm seeing something out here, something running alongside me. There was a long, heavy pause on the other end of the line. The static hissed and popped. When the old-timer's voice came back, all the weariness was gone, replaced by a cold, sharp urgency. Son, you listen to me, he said, his voice low and serious. You listen to me and you do exactly what I say. You see a tall, fast runner out there in the dark. Yeah, I whispered, okay, you've got a pacer, we call M pacers. Now you're gonna follow a few simple rules. You got that? Simple, but you don't break M, not for anything. What are the rules? Rule number 1, the voice crackled. You do not take your eyes off the road to stare at it. You see it in your peripheral vision, you keep it there. You do not give it your full attention, you understand.